you need to know what this dot above 5 means. It means that this number is repeating itself infinitely. That means that we can write this one as 5.555 repeating itself. So to solve such kind of equation and to change into a mixed fraction or a mixed number, we can first of all let r, any letter, to be 5.555. Then we call this on equation 1, and then in equation 2 we can multiply both sides by a multiple of 10, like let's say 10. So if we multiply r10, we have 10r equals 2, and if we multiply 10 on this side, we have 55 point, and remember 5 is repeating itself. So we make sure that the number of 5s to the right of the decimal point is equal to the number of 5s to the right of the decimal point in the first equation. So let's call this on equation 2. As you can see, the number of 5 to the right of the decimal point is 3, and the number of 5 to the right of the decimal point in equation 1 is also 3. So at this point we can subtract the two equations. We can subtract equation 1 from equation 2, and we always make sure that when we subtract numbers to the right of the decimal point, these numbers should be reduced to 0. So let's have that minus this equals to 5, and then decimal point, and then another 5, 3 5s. When we subtract, we find that to the right of the decimal point, all these 5, if you subtract, it will give us 0, and then we have 5 minus 5, 0, and then this 5 will be dropped here, and then equals to, on the left hand side you have 10r minus 9r minus r, which will give us 9r, and dividing both sides by 9, we get that r is equals to 50 over 9. And remember, this is supposed to be in mixed number or mixed fraction. So if you divide 50 by 9 by long division method, we can say 5 because of 45, I think, and then we have 5 as the remaining number. So r is the same as the 9 whole number. 5 r is supposed to be 5 whole number 5 over 9. And we said r, we let r to be this number, so we can say finally 5.5 recurring in mixed fraction is the same as 5 whole number 5 over 9. A family used 2 over 5 of its monthly income on school fees. So let's say the total income was x. So school fees, let's call it fees, will be 2 over 5 of x, which is just 2 over 5x. 3/4 of the remaining amount was used on family upkeep. So if we use 2 over 5x on fees, the remaining will be the income minus the total spent on fees. This will give us 3 over 5x. So you're told that 3/4 of the remaining amount, which is 3 over 5x, this gives us 9 over 20x. This is for family, while the rest was invested. So we need to know first of all what is the rest, which means we need to add up first the what was spent, that is the school fees, which is 2 over 5x, plus the family, which is 9 over 20x, and this will give us the LCM as 20. So 20 divided by 5 will be 4. That this gives us 8x plus 9x, which is supposed to be 17x over 20. So the remaining amount is, that was what was spent, the income, which is x, minus 17x over 20. The remaining amount will be 3x over 20. This was invested in form of fraction. Now you're told that the family invested Kenyan shilling 13,500, which means that 3x over 20 is the same as 13,500. Now if you divide both sides by 20, we get 3x is equal to 13,500 times 20. And then we divide both sides by 3, therefore x is 13,500 times 20 divided by 3. So what will be our value of x?